So one final note. I've been playing pretty much forever, so I tend to take things at this point. I know shortcuts. I'll take a song and kind of make it my own. That being said, I'm going to simplify these chords. So I'm going to take that E minor and I'm going to skip all three of these notes. They're going to get muted and not played. So you're not going to come over when you play it. You're just going to play these three notes right here. 6th string, 5th string, and the 4th string for that chord. And once again, you notice my pinky and 3rd finger kind of touching the body. As far as the verse, I'm going to take that D chord and I'm going to play a D5 chord. So that's going to be, all I'm going to play there is the 5th string, the 4th string, and the 3rd string. If you play that open E, it's going to sound awful. You don't want that. You want it to sound like this. Over the verse part, I'm also going to take that C chord and I'm going to play a C5 instead of a C major. I'm going to play a C5 chord. With my fingers, these fingers on the body, it makes it a lot easier to do that. And then when the chorus comes, there's a G, D, and C. So being that I'm taking it kind of in my own style, my own way of doing it, I'll start with the G. Now the D. And do you notice that my 3rd finger stays in the same place for both chords? That'll make it a little easier. So, and then instead of that C major, this 3rd finger is on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and that becomes a C add 9 chord. So what you end up with is then later on, after the chorus, it does this A chord. What I'm doing is an A5 chord. So what I do is take the A string, 5th string, the 2nd fret with my 1st finger, and 2nd fret of the G string with my middle finger, and I'm only going to play these 3 notes. Now I'm going to focus on what's called palm muting. What I'll do is take my hand, put it about on the bridge right there, kind of the bone part of the hand, and then I'm just going to kind of lean it forward, once again touching the body with these 2 fingers right here. I'll take this E chord right here. Notice it's the note kind of mutes out after a while. That sounds different than. And a close-up of that. Let me see if I can kind of show you. That's how you get that rock sound. So you get. So you'll want to work on that. So we've covered all the techniques and all the technical aspects of how to do these chords. Now I'll show you actually how to play the song. So the song rhythm is like this. what I'm doing is palm muting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what I'm doing on the D5 chord is kind of raising my hand up a little bit, letting it ring out, and then I go to the C5 and do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then as a bonus, to set myself up for the next chord, I'll stay in scale, but I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll take that C5. So I'll go from chord and then do a single note. And then that sets me up for the next chord. With enough practice, eventually you'll get to where you know when to mute and when to let your hand up and let that note ring out. So the next part of the song is the chorus. So the chorus will involve that G chord. So what I did there was these two notes right here, the 5th string and the 6th string, I kind of play those to give a bass feel, and then I come back and play all the strings. You just hit it once, so you can do the C or the C add 9. So I'm gonna go with the C add 9. So there's a cool rhythmic lead line that happens right after that C add 9 or C chord. So you'll go C, B, A, or open E. So walk up after you've done the open E, you'll go O, open, 2nd fret, and then you go back to that G chord. In between the chorus and the verses, it goes to an A chord. Keep on rocking in the free world, keep on rocking in the free world, do it again. Last time around, you'll go to the G note, so, and then you'll go to an A5. I'll do the whole chorus. Kind of holds, or you can place, maybe you can play something. right back to the beginning again. Well, that's pretty much the song minus the lead work, which isn't that difficult either. As you start learning leads, I would recommend returning to this song. And I'll leave you a little jam track to play along with. It'll be the verse up to the chorus, it'll do the little A chord thing, and then it'll go right back to a verse and end right there. So yeah, that'll give you something to kind of practice with. And the last thing I'll say is this is a song, of course. Music is more than just one song. So yeah, there's so much more out there. I have a website that's set up to kind of explain how music works. That's onevoicenc.wordpress.com. From there, once you get to that page, I would scroll, if you're on a phone, scroll all the way to the bottom of it. You'll see a little navigation area. I would click on the introduction, and from there it'll take you to the first lesson. When you get down to the end of it, at the bottom, it'll say next, so you can go to the next lesson, and you can do the entire series in order. So yeah, I would recommend that. And that's about all I have right now.